Welcome to a brand new episode of Cupcake Chats. This is your boy Jazan Azari, and this is our very first episode of 2024. And honestly, it's coming right on time because I have been super busy. I've been trying to juggle a lot of stuff. However, I made time to make this because dedication, consistency, it's the only way things are going to get better in life. And I continuously tell myself, and I always tell that to my clients. So I'm really trying to live by that as well. But today we're getting into single and dating because, Valentine's Day is here. And one thing I know and notice all the time about Valentine's Day is people love to put on a show, whether it be your friends, your families, your exes, your coworkers. Like it's almost like the holidays. It's like people just pop up with somebody for the very first time, and it's like, oh, where did this come from? Or how long have y'all been talking? Or you was in my DMs not too long ago, and y'all been together how long? Um, I just always find it a little bit funny that, certain individuals just arise into this special day in this new light, and then tomorrow, poof, it's gone like Cinderella at nighttime, getting ready to come up to the palace, and the clock strikes 12, and everything just disappears. That's what it's giving. But no, one thing I asked my Azarians on my social platforms is, what is one thing you find as a deal breaker when it comes to dating people? And a very common answer is people that can't stay off their phone. We live sadly in a culture where people are on their phones 24/7. Me in particular, my business, my day to day career life requires me to have my phone in my hand. Unfortunately, if it's not my phone, it's my tablet that's connected to my phone. Sorry, that's just how life works. However, I know how to put my phone down when I'm around somebody I'm trying to get to know or somebody that I am with, because at the end of the day, you can do all of this that you want to, but it's kind of sad when you don't have nobody to share it with. And it would suck if part of that reason is because you can't get off your damn phone. You're not that attached to your phone. And to the people that feel like they gotta be on their phone all the time, if you're not making money off your phone, why is your phone in your hand? Like for me, I make money from my phone. Others, y'all just be on your phone scrolling the timeline, starting mess online on socials, more particular X, or in the comments of some blog, or you're just on TikTok, just engulfed in stuff. And honestly, I feel a lot of people miss out on good moments and good people because they can't get out their phone. Um, so when a lot of people said that, I was like, yeah, one of the easiest things for me to do when I'm not working is to put my phone down because I associate my phone as work. So when I put it down, that's it. Work's over with. Do I get the need to wanna look at it every now and then? Sometimes, but I put my phone on do not disturb or sleep mode, which also stops my watch from pinging me saying, hey, you got an email, or hey, you got a message. So I can be at peace and enjoy the setting and the individual that I am with because it's needed. You can't be on your phone 24/7. You will drive yourself crazy. But I also asked them, and they also told me a couple more answers. They was like, if somebody keeps bringing up their ex, and for me, bringing up the ex, I'll take it. I'll take it a few times. I'm very patient. I'm very giving and free-hearted. Um, but if we are on date number 3 or 4 and you still bringing up your ex like they sitting at the table with us, I'm going to politely say, I think it's time to end this date. I am a little crowded at this table. There's not enough room or seats for me to be here because I feel like one's already occupied. And you know what? Hopefully they can respect that because honestly, boundaries into trauma. A lot of people are traumatized, and I don't think it's okay for people to jump into a new situation, especially if it's fresh, because you have serial relationship hoppers. But then you have people that don't deal with past situations and they kind of carry that on over into the next situation until they meet somebody new, and it's almost like they're dumping something off on you, and that's rude, and that low key is abuse. And I tell people all the time that is abuse because I ain't asked for this. But I just feel like, there's a certain capacity that you can talk about your ex in certain conversations. Like if you're like, hey, why do you do this? Or hey, uh, in something that y'all might do or somewhere you may go might be a trigger and it brings up, that's okay, that's cool. But like when you start going down the deep end, giving me like, this is why I hate bananas and this is why I can't eat Mediterranean food and I can't go to Seattle because of this, like, then it starts to become a little bit too much for me. So I just tell people, back away, leave me alone, go heal, come healed, as they say, come healed. Um, and we'll be okay. And the other answer that a lot of people gave me, because I'm taking the top 3, they said somebody that doesn't know what they want is a major red flag. And to me, that can be a little fuzzy. Like, I feel like on a first date or 2 or before you even meet up, like, I think you need to know somebody's intentions, because if they say from day 1 that they're not trying to date, or they're not looking for something serious, okay, they're either gonna be a friend or you're wasting your time. Because it's quite evident what it's about to be or it's going to be. And honestly, that's okay, but you have to look at it from a different angle. It's like, hey, so this and that, and this and this, and to the ones that I know, like, some people are okay with casually dating and having fun and whatnot. But then you have the individuals that are dating with intention. And for those that are dating with intention, I feel like it's very important for them to know where things are going, because more than likely they're dating for a relationship or marriage or a combination of both, depending on the time frame. And to me, there is nothing wrong with that. However, if you know that's not it from the jump, you either need to walk away or you need to take it for what it is, because the last thing somebody should be doing is pressing up the issue of being in a relationship, because that is how so many people end up in situations that become unhealthy, toxic, and the reason they have to unlearn and go through therapy, because 9 times out of 10 you're ending up with the wrong person. So yeah, when it comes to dating while single, and I say while single because some people be dating and be in relationships and married, and I never understood that, and I never will. Because if you're dating somebody, and you're in a relationship, like, and you say, "Oh, we're open," I'm walking away. I'm sorry. That's just my MO, because I can't concentrate on more than one person at a time, because I got other shit to juggle. Like, work is enough for me. So if you're married or in a relationship, God bless. I can't do it. But no, dating while single, it needs to be more established and more notified too, because a lot of people that be in relationships be dating, and I be like, okay. stop dipping into my pool. You got somebody, go over there. But I understand, people like variety. We live in, like I said, a lot of people can't function without their phones. We live in a social world where a lot of people aren't social in person, but they're social via media. And temptation lies there. And with temptation lies more options. And with more options, people want to be with any and everything they see sometimes. And to me, be my guest, have a free for all, and eat all you can at the buffet. But I don't do that. I can't do that. I won't do that because my body won't allow me, and neither will my mind. But yeah, those are the top three things that a lot of people run into while dating and that are issues. For me, however, I feel like the biggest issue is dating someone that isn't ready to date, or dating someone that it's probably not gonna work out. Cause like a lot of people be like, oh, I wanna date, and then halfway through they either get bored or they think you boring, or they just start morphing into a new individual, and that scares me. Um because one thing I will say about past relationships, for me, I take my time. I ain't in a rush. I ain't trying to speed to the finish line because I need to see everything that comes with you. I need to inspect. Okay, I need to inspect the Bentley before we get to the house. Like, I don't need to be driving up the car lot with a car that has all these secret compartments and something jump out and scare the shit out of me or hurt me or harm me or whatever. But yeah, I mean, and that's real too. I mean, because a lot of people come in a package, quote unquote, and it's all fixed up. But then when you're with them for a little while, things start falling apart because the super glue starts coming off, the sun comes out, the tape starts faded, the paint comes off. You see all these other little trinkets that came with it, and then it's just not working. Things start falling apart, and next thing you know, you don't even recognize who you're with because you don't even know who you are with because you didn't take enough time. So with me, I'm gonna always take my time, and honestly, that draws away a lot of people, and honestly, I do not care. Because when it comes to you while dating, you move at your own pace. If somebody wants to speed you up, now I'll say this: don't be taking 10 and 20 years, but like, you don't have to be in a rush either. Like, if you feel like something's not working out, take your time, feel it out, because 9 times out of 10, your body, your intuition is telling you something is wrong. And I always tell people, follow your gut because it's never wrong. Mine is never wrong because every time I felt like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyways, I paid for that shit. And that led to me wasting time and having to go through the whole exhausted state more than I needed to. But yeah, this year on Valentine's Day, I challenge everybody to take their time in love. And if you're with somebody, show them how much you appreciate them. And if you're not with somebody, show yourself some love. Like, clap it up for your own motherfucking self. Like, you did that. Because, it's hard some days. Some days you don't even want to get out of the bed because it's like, oh my God, what is the world gonna throw at me next? But no, take some time for yourself, practice self-care, and you know what? Do the best you can with the best you got, as Mariah Carey would say. And you know what? That's it for Cupcake Chats this week. This is your boy Jazan Azari, and you can find me on social media at JZONAZARI. And that's a wrap. And I will talk to y'all next time.